We're discussing how to create cloth in 3dsmax. I create a plane. Ensure when you're creating a cloth, you should have enough divisions because in cloth there are a lot of wrinkles. Wrinkles are there, so the simulation happens. So we need more divisions for that. I use I'm considering this one as a cloth, and this one I'm considering as a table or whatever. Then, right. Let's use a material. Right. To create a cloth, go to modify, choose cloth modifier, cloth. Choose cloth modifier. Then in properties, we have object properties here. Click on it. Select the plane, which is the cloth, and choose this one as a cloth. What type of cloth you want? You can see a lot of properties here. Different cloth has different properties, like silk is different, cotton is different, wool is different. So like when you change it, the property will be changing. Friction is going to change it. Thickness, sorry, density will be changing. Damping will be changing. Some property will change. When you select different things, you see some of the properties are changing. Actually, these are the presets from here. So if I choose a cotton now, so it will become some of the changes happen. It's converted to cotton now. Then you need to press OK. Then again, you click on object properties, add objects. That means what will happen now before clicking, if I do a simulate local, this is the option. If you want to see the result, you can see it is going down now. So what we need to hit to this one. Okay, just click on reset, it goes up. Now again, I went to object properties. I'm adding an objects. What is the objects in the viewport? How many objects are there? That all will be visible from here. Which one you want to do collision, you select that one and add it. And choose that object as collision object. Okay. Now when you play simulate local, what will happen? This both will have a collision. So if you want to keep a cloth on a table, you need to do this way. So simulate local, when I'm pressing, actually, it is saving in a, for example, using a cache memory, actually is using a cache memory, then it is playing from the, whenever you want to stop it, you can stop. After, if you want to keep this stage, as we are not doing any animations and all, so you can shift and take a copy. If you convert, sorry, you're taking a copy, use instance, then convert editable poly, then it become a normal object. So you can select this polygons and all, right? You can do some modeling portions. For example, the thickness are less. You can use shell modifier for this. Shell modifier, I'm sorry. Shell. So we got thickness on it, right? So this way, you can do all type of modeling on top of this. You can do it. If you do simulate local, then you escape it, right? Now, if you want to erase this all simulation, you can erase it. That means in the cache memory, everything will erase it. You can reset it. Go back to the original position. If you want to see on the keyboard, on the timeline, this data will save to in a cache memory in C drive using simulate. What will happen when you click on the simulate? You can see the keyframes are moving from here. Okay, on your timeline, you can see this is moving. So this all frame by frame, it is recording in a cache memory. So the benefit of this one is when you stop this one, let it reach 245 or something, you see the simulation. This whole simulation, anytime you can see here because it's recorded. So it won't be slow, it will be faster now. So this you can see. There is some self-collision not happening. We have properties for this. So this one, if you want to delete it, okay. So if you do any changes, it will not work again now because you need to erase this old simulation. Okay. Then when you play, you can see it's again new one, right? That all gone. So you need to do simulate again after any if you do any changes. For example, if I want to do change like this, okay, so you have to simulate it. Now you see the simulation happen like this, right? But let me escape it. Just want to show you something. Now this one happened like this. Okay, this is recorded. So that means this is not needed. Even it will work. Because this was an object, it is recorded already. Okay, but if you do this one on the simulate local, it will not work. The difference between these two, simulate local, it is temporary, saving the simulate local means it's also saving the data, but it will record on the keyframe. So anytime you can go and check this one when you do simulate. Now, if you do any changes, for example, this one I'm going to do a changes now. I told you already, it will not work, right? It will work like old one only. So you need to erase it and simulate again. Now the new one comes, right? Again, if I'm moving this box, there is no problem. So the box is a collision object, and this is the cloth. Now here, what else is there? If you control, once you convert this one to cloth, if you want to hang this one somewhere, you want to hang it. So what you can do it, inside the cloth, choose the group. Select this portion and this portion and this portion. I want 3 area, I want to group it. So you can click make group, okay, then do it. Preserve option, preserve. So what will happen? Now go back to the cloth and do simulate. Erase the simulation and simulate. You can see now it is hanging over there. So I selected the vertex in the group. I selected, then select the vertex. Then I click on make group. Then I click preserve. That means it is preserved there. Okay. So now it is hanging from there. Right. Now the same thing. Control Z. Okay. The same thing, if you want to hang to somewhere on some object, maybe you have an object, okay? You keep near to this. You want to hang this one to here. I mean, you want to connect to this subject, okay? So you can select. The cloth is already we have done. The group again. Select. I control that, okay? I remove the first one. Sorry, we need to do from the top view. This whole area. Selected. Then I do make group. Everything same, but I'm doing sim node. Click on instead of preserve sim node to what? Node to this. You see the mouse pointer become like this. You click this one. Now what will happen? It is connected to that. You see when I do simulate local, what happened? Or simulate, what will happen? It's hanging to that. So what is the benefit on this one? If you do any animation for it, I do an auto key and do on an animation for this. Okay, we do an animation. So what will happen when you play? It's not happening now, so you need to erase this one again. Erase the simulation and simulate again. Now you see it will animate it. The cloth will move it. I think it get an error. Try this slowly. I think very quickly I've done. Erase simulation. Sorry, escape. Erase simulation and simulate. Reset it first. Erase, simulate. I think it's having some error on it. Let me check new one. This is the same thing. So we have division and you want to connect to same way. The cylinder maybe. So cylinder or box are fine. Okay, there's no difference with us. So I was here. This is a cloth modifier. Object properties. Select the plane, cloth, and cotton or silk. Silk also good. Okay. Okay. Object properties. Add objects. Select it. Add collision object. Okay. So first one, cloth, silk. Second one, add object, select the cylinder, collision object, and okay. Then go to top view, select this vertex point, make group, sim node to this one. Done. Now we are doing an animation. Let's see from the 15 onwards. This whole animations we are doing. Let's switch off. Now this one we do simulate local or sorry, erase simulation, reset it, erase it, simulate. Because if you do simulate local, that animation may not work. Now you see the cloth is moving with the subject. So when you do flag and all, we will be using this. Flag, curtain, everywhere we use this sim node effects. So let's see what happened. Last I didn't, I stopped at escape. That's why it's coming. So perfectly working. So this is the basics of the cloth. So understand till here. If this stage is okay, then we can continue with the same properties only, but we can do different kind of examples.